In the ruins to the south of Little Alamigo, you will find an iron, brazier. Okay, every time I read that, my brain wants to say brazier, and I know that's fucking wrong, because that's a bra.
Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
Hey, level 35. Time to become a paladin. I believe the quest is over here. Oh, there you are, Jaxic. Perfect timing. I've just heard a juicy bit of gossip that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember you heard this from me, the Sultan Sworn Elite are sharing the secret skills and training of paladins. Incredible, I know. The Sultan Swarm have an exclusive monopoly on the instruction of paladin skills. Once upon a time, if you weren't one of those officer track elites, then you had no chance to learn the arts. The competition to get to the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who joined had to swear an oath of fealty to the Ul'dan Sultanate, which meant no more adventuring, no more daring do, and no more colosseums. Just languishing about in the palace all day, polishing plate mail. That's why this news is so big. Now anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of a paladin. No more memorizing the 55 commandments of the Sworn or any other nonsense either. This is a platinum opportunity that comes but once in a lucky adventurer's lifetime. Let this slip through your fingers and a regret will be your just desserts. You need to go to the Royal Promenade in the hustling strip. Find the captain of the Sultan Sworn Elite, Genlins is his name, and tell him how you're just dying to become a paladin. Okie dokie! Do I have a thing available for that? Yeah, right next to it. Hello, sir, you must be Genlins? I would like to be a paladin. Yes, I am Genlins, member of the Sultan Sworn Elite and servant to the Ul'dan Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you have come to inquire about the training as a paladin. If so, I would have your name, good sir. My name is Jaxic. Jaxic? A fine name. I bid you welcome, and salute your noble resolve. But if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what it means. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sellswords and gladiators and others of their ilk wield their blades for themselves, but a paladin serves the greater good. Do you understand me? The battle arts that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan Sworn Elite for nigh on these 600 years. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights, we are elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. But the glory of the Sultan Sworn, well, much of it is buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year. We're a shadow of what we once were, and the Sultana turns to sellswords to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonor left by one who shall not be named. And because of him, we have been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the paladin military arts. You will not be inducted into the Sultan Sworn, but serve as a free paladin. However, first you will show us that both your sword and heart have metal, and you are worthy of the honor. In the ruins to the south of Little Alamigo, you will find an iron, brazier. Okay, every time I read that, my brain wants to say brazier, and I know that's fucking wrong, because that's a bra. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flame. Slay these monsters and give their hearts to the fire. Return and present to me their ashes as proof of your deed. Now, would-be paladin, show me the metal in your heart and steel in your blade. Okay, kill skeletons. Yeah, that sounds like a very paladin thing. That's the kind of paladin stuff I'm used to as a Warcraft player. Lighting up my bra. Oh no! Skeletones! Eat shit, now may ye rest. Hi. If you're in this place searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner seeking the secrets of the paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning paladin swordplay does not make you a paladin, nor does the armor you wear, or the status you claim. Would this happen to be the traitor that the other dude was talking about? I'm just another aging-free paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike off the shackles that bind your spirit, lift the visor that blinds, and find the true path of the paladin. Here, you'll be returning to the captain, yes? Give him this crystal. The way you use that sword reminds me of a man I used to know. Mine eyes may be old, but they can see the truth well enough. Be a paladin strong and true. Devote yourself to the way and become a beacon of light. Alright, later, dude. And the armor suited him well. He actually looked really good in that. Hey, I have the ashes for you, my dude. Yes, that's what I needed. Proof that you have defeated the undead. You have shown that your heart is true and your sword has metal. I have no doubt that you will prove to be an attentive pupil. That is well, for there is much to learn. First and foremost is this. You're a paladin now. A custodian of traditions, ancient and noble. A free paladin has no master. Instead, he travels all lands and in every place takes up the cause of the unarmed and defenseless. You swear fealty not to a lord but to yourself, your nobility amongst adventurers. You have taken your first steps on a new path, and you have earned the right to bear this, the soul of the paladin. Upon its surface are carved the deeds of paladins of eras past. He who bears it commands the respect of all knights of honor. Bahamut's Fang, you already possess a crystal. Is that what he fucking gave me? Okay. And you say it was given to you by an unknown free paladin? Who told you to hand it to me? Yeah, I sure did. There you go. Curse him. He's made a mockery of the trial. The crystal you bear is indeed the soul of a paladin, but it is disgraced, impure. It was stolen from the Sultan Swan. The man who gave you this soul is the very traitor whom I've been seeking these many moons. Surprise! He's an oathbreaker who bent the knee to the Uldan Sultanate and who swore allegiance to the Sultan Swan, but then single-handedly sullied our name and trampled it underfoot until it was lost, perhaps forever. How dare he give counsel on honor on the Paladin way? His soul is polluted, and I must dispose of it. When you come to wield your sword as a paladin, the only soul you may wear is that which is bestowed by a captain of the Sultan Swan. That traitor is no Sultan Swan, still less a captain. By giving you a soul, he has insulted not only the Brotherhood, but you too. Perhaps an adventurer like yourself finds our rules nothing more than a nuisance. But through reigns long and short, our forebearers in the Sultan Swan have preserved its rituals and traditions. We are duty-bound to uphold them. Even if men and women within our own ranks scorn them as relics. It has been my fate to be named captain of the Sultan Swan in these troubled times. Though I did not ask for this honor, I have bent my knee to the Sultana and sworn fealty, and I will fight to restore our honor and name. You wield a skilled blade, and more importantly, you have met the traitor face to face. Your great task as a paladin will be to help me bring him to justice. You must ready yourself, marshal your resources, and hone your skills until the time comes, when you are able to discharge your duty. The journey will be long, but you are a paladin now, and honor binds you as surely as an oath. Jesus Christ, he talks so much. Oh, my throat is so fucking sore. Yay, paladin unlocked. Now, question for people who play 14 a lot. Do paladins have a bad reputation in this like they do in Warcraft? Like paladin players, I mean. So paladins in Warcraft get a bad reputation because all paladin players think like this.
We're gonna open a jar. Easy. Now you try. First get a jar. Patrick, that's
The Ashbringer.
Yes.
God, what is going on with the quality here? Oh, right, yeah, my internet's still being shit. Love this fucking video so much, though. Of course it's the fucking judgment set. It's always the judgment set. This is what every paladin player in Warcraft, like, feels like. They always have, like, the same attitude as if they are a real ass fucking Warcraft Paladin. From that day onwards, he was known as Patrick the Pure and spent the rest of his life purifying the land.
You need a jar.
No, it's so fucking dumb. But yeah, Warcraft Paladin players tend to think way too highly of themselves. Like, they might as well be RPs, even if they're not in an RP server. And yeah, lo and behold, they tend to be some of the worst players in the game. They're there for the fantasy more than anything. You've earned the right to call yourself a paladin, but how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? What a piece of shit. Maybe in Warcraft, as we just discussed. Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once not so long ago, the Sultan Sworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude, and no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us, because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd. We were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, and in seconds the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, slicing at their heels before my father had time to thank him. Even today I can see the captain as he was then. Blood on his sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun. After that, all I wanted was to be a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan Sworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard and the last to leave. Okay, yeah, so these guys sound very much like Warcraft Paladins. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named Captain of the Sultan Sworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then, the honor of the Sultan Sworn elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper, yes, that was the mortal blow. What, the Keyblade? Why doesn't Final Fantasy have a Kingdom Hearts crossover and like a Keyblade Master as a job? That would be pretty sick. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan Sworn by the then Sultan of Uldar. In time it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and it was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultan Sworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How can we be trusted to protect the Sultan if we can't even hold on to our symbol of our fealty? We have been tarnished in the eyes of the ruler and ruled alike. If the Sultan Sworn are to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper. But the Sultan Sworn have grown too weak, and we cannot do it ourselves. We've been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In Outer Lenoskia, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of the beasts would be a fine way to hone the skills I will teach you. Really? Really now? I call that bullshit. In the grove you will find another... Brazier. I gotta remember, Brazier, not Brazier. Brazier. This time filled with potent incense that will drive the creatures into a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. Okay. I really just want to say Brazier every time. Oh, God damn it, of course I don't have that. I have this one, though. God, my connection is tanking hard. I am looking at my my kilobytes per second. Ooh, it's down 1,000. Oh, I am so glad I'm recording this locally. I am very sorry to anyone who was watching this live. It is actively the worst way to watch this stream. Don't like that the game is forcing me to go into areas with level 40 creatures. This place looks like a fucking shithole. Yeah, so the kobolds in this game are weird little fucking monkey people. Okay. Granted, I come from Warcraft. Kobolds in our game are like rats that wear candles for hats. No candle. Am I even in the right area? I don't think I am. Oh no, I actually am. Like, I'm going in the right direction. It just really doesn't feel like it. Remember, it is a brazier. Not a brazier, a brazier. Can't believe this motherfucker is like, oh yeah, to be a true paladin, you need to learn these techniques. Fight these fucking monkeys. Alright, we're good. Let's go back. Oh, literally, all it was just kill a bunch of fucking monkeys. Good old classic MMO quests, huh? Well done. You've taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. What the fuck do you mean? I still do not have word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. Wow, that's it? Honestly, that's a breath of fresh air in comparison to all the, like, fucking walls of dialogue I've had to read today's stream. Ooh, my thing turned into a bar. Great, now I have to move it because my hotbar is in the way. The Oath Gauge. The Oath Gauge displays the current strength of a Paladin's Oath, which increases as auto attacks are performed. The strong Oath is required to execute several select actions such as Sheltron, Cover, and Intervention. And will grow weaker upon using them. Using certain actions will increase the Oath Gauge. Okay, build spend. And Sheltron reduces damage taken. Ah, okay. Kinda expected a bit more from that, but whatever. Alright, so I am going to end this here because my internet wants to fucking die. It is trying so hard to live.